Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And the news has dropped in People magazine that the Netflix deal, well, it hasn't been renewed. But as Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, announces in People magazine, we're proud to extend our partnership with Netflix and expand our work together to include the As Ever brand. Basically, this is a first look deal that has been announced by Meghan through People magazine. And the first look deal is, as the Daily Mail says, Netflix loosening ties with Harry and Meghan. In fact, the headline, this story as it's reported in the Daily Mail says Netflix backs away. So they haven't cut ties, but they have loosened ties. And I think this has been expected. I did see some sort of glorious announcement recently when I read on this whole situation. My take on the matter is that Netflix can't stand them, wants to get rid of them, but possibly hanging around for a divorce interview and meanwhile keep them sweet, but don't keep them sweet with millions and millions up front. This first look deal, there might be some development money around for them. Don't think it's going to keep the lights on at Mudslide Mansion, the development money that they squeeze out of this deal, but it's face saving. That's basically what it is. Allow her to do this, screen the next bit of With Love Meghan that they've already filmed. It's in the can. And then, drum roll, there's a Christmas special. We're going to be looking at that in the next reading. And also something that sounds like a Harry thing, Masaka, Kids of Rhythm. It's about AIDS orphans in Uganda who dance their way through their misfortune. It sounds very Harry, white savior, exploiting African children for his own benefit. That's my personal opinion, of course. And Meet Me at the Lake is apparently still going to be produced. Could have fooled me. But anyway, that's the whole thing. It is quite mystifying. We're going to look at this with the Tinseltown Tarot, why Netflix bothers with these two when everything that they have produced has been so dismal. But as I say, divorce thing possibly still an attraction on the Netflix side. I have to say, for someone who does follow astrology quite assiduously, this was announced on a void of course moon. So for those of you fellow astrologers out there, you will know not the most auspicious moment or timing to announce this kind of thing. So, haha. Basically, Tinseltown Tarot, let's see what's going on. We're going to do a compare and contrast reading. Haven't done one for a while. Harry and Meghan on the left, Netflix on the right. It's going to be tricky to read them all jointly because I know the Netflix board, well, allegedly is quite divided about Harry and Meghan. And I think Harry and Meghan are quite divided about their interest in Netflix. I gather that Harry couldn't give you-know-what about any of this. But we're going to read them as a combined force for the time being. Let's see what's going on. Tinseltown Tarot, I have to remind you, one more shuffle. It is tarot. It's for fun and entertainment, and I think we are going to get some entertainment out of this. It is all speculation. It is all my opinion. I just read energy here, and disclaimer in the box below. And snoring Tess in her bed after a big play with her toy, allegedly indestructible toy, which is now all over the carpet, and I have to pick it up, the bits of it, after I've done this reading. So anyway, I do have a very bright ring light on, which I might have to dim down so we can actually see what's going on. Let's take it away a bit. Never mind. I'll soon enough turn the cards over. And there we have the outcome. Yes, we can see it. And there we have the underlying energy. Okay, Hierophant is our underlying energy, and the Hierophant is all about institutions and organizations. That would be Netflix, and it would be the Netflix hierarchy, basically the organization, the institution saying, okay, you're still in the fold with us. you can still announce these things. You can still pretend that you're part of us. You got kicked out of the royal family, but we won't kick you out of Netflix, not directly and not just yet, for whatever reason. It's a commitment. Very seldom say that. Hierophant, if you're reading on couples, Hierophant can indicate marriage because it's a marriage commitment. It's playing by the rules. It's doing the right thing. That kind of energy. So Netflix at some level feels that they have a commitment to Harry or Meghan for some reason. And I know there are a lot of people nudge, nudge, wink, wink about Ted Sarandos and Meghan Markle. He does seem to have a certain affection for her, shall we say, keeping it clean. Whether she is or he is, I don't know. And we're going to just hang on now, hold on to the straps as we go around a corner. There we go. The situation we are dealing with. Oh, there we are, Queen of Cups. I said an attraction for her, some sort of affinity for her. Queen of Cups is just the darlingest thing, isn't she? She's so sweet, she's so enchanting, she's so enticing in that champagne glass. Almost impossible to resist that. She's turned on her charm appeal, let's call it charm appeal, because we're on YouTube. She's turned it on, full wattage of that. She's just the darlingest thing. She's just a dear little homemaker, but a bit cute, a bit S with an XE, all of that stuff. You can see very clearly that Queen of Cups. It's all about her. It's all about them trying to squeeze something out of her. She's trying to squeeze something out of them. I'm trying not to be too crass. And they're trying to present her to the public as this rather enchanting creature. Ted has said he believes that Meghan can sell, ice to Eskimos. He didn't say it like that. Those are my words. But that was the effect of what he said, that she can move product. Basically, he still believes it, and she's trying to be made palatable to us, so that they can shift whatever. And maybe they did make 10,000 bottles of wine and they're all still hanging around and they have to move them. But it's quite an interesting energy that's showing up there. So Harry and Meghan here, Netflix here. Feelings right now. This has been spun as, it's just fantastic. We're carrying on our partnership. But what's the true feelings behind the scenes with Harry and Meghan? Hanging on by their, I was going to say toenails for some reason. It's those feet we saw kicking in those Hermes sandals. Ooh, with those toes doing all kinds of strange bendy things that no toes ever should do. But Four of Pentacles is a clinging on for dear life to your status and your contracts and your money. And who knows, you might even get an Emmy out of this at some stage, because that's what you really want, because your father got two. And so far you've got none. Four of Pentacles, hanging on grimly. It's stabilizing the thing, the marriage, the finances, the whatever. They can take this to the bank quite literally. If the bank is trying to foreclose on Mudslide Mansion and say, here, Netflix, we're still in with Netflix. This is keeping the wolves from the door financially, this Four of Pentacles energy. Huge relief that they haven't been made to look absolute idiots. And I think particularly from a financial point of view. And so for Netflix's feelings for this announcement now, what do they think? And it's Nine of Pentacles. That's an interesting energy because it's independence. And it's a Meghan this is really about Meghan. Harry, they're throwing a bone with that Uganda thing. The dancing children thing. Oh my word, I can't even. But this is about Meghan, setting her up financially to be financially independent. They need, for some reason, to almost like move her along. It's like if we can just make this a success, launch her successfully. It's all about Meghan and her financial independence. We can get the divorce interview. How's that for putting 2 and 2 together and making 22? Oh, the snoring. Good grief. So what's in it for Harry and Meghan over here? Ooh, the Tower. Ooh, the Tower, the Tower, the Tower. This is not as great a deal as we are being led to believe by People magazine and the Duchess of Sussex. Not at all. The Tower is awful down. This really is disastrous because it means that they're riding on the fumes of that wine, that rosé. I don't know if it's sold out by now, but it's been given away to the Kardashians, the only Kardashian that would take it, in a basket of strange cherry tomatoes and butternut squash. Quite weird. But fumes of that, the As Ever brand, I doubt very much we'll see Meet Me at the Lake unless someone else actually makes it and they slap Harry and Meghan's name on it. And the dancing children thing, probably one of those things someone else has done, and then they stick Harry in it for a minute and off they go. It's disastrous. It means that the whole house of cards is falling down for Harry and Meghan. So up front, face saving, take it to the bank, say, see, you can't foreclose because, but really all falling down. This is not good news for Harry and Meghan. There's no money in this, the Tower card. There is disaster and calamity and shock. She may well have believed that this Netflix deal was going to roll on with the millions coming in every year and with not much effort and, praise and everything. But this is not how it is now for her. And of course the Tower card is divorce. So I'm just putting it there. It's there. But this is not for them. This is not a good energy at all. What's in it for Netflix? You see, their feelings need to launch her, get her floating off by herself, independent. So what's in it for them? Why are they really in there? We've got 2 9s. We're getting close to an ending here with 2 9s, aren't we? A sense of an ending. 9 of Cups is the lush card, the indulgence card. It's there is a sense for me in here of personal pleasures that we're not going to explore in this reading. Let me just say that. But I do think that they're trying to prime the pump, so to speak, with this 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups, which I know you can't see. I can barely see them either, but never mind, you'll just have to believe me that this is the 9 of Pentacles and that is the 9 of Cups. You can count the cups. Because they're setting her up for something. I believe this. I believe this now when I'm sitting in this energy. And of course, this is my personal opinion, that they're setting her up, apply her with drink, give her what she wants so they get what they want. So let's see what they are actually going to get out of this. This is sinister energy. If I could play the Jaws music now, I would, because I think Meghan doesn't see where the sharks are circling around her. That's how I'm reading this. It's quite weird. It's quite weird. So how's it going to go for Harry and Meghan? Their content, how they're going to do? It's going to end in heartbreak and tears. Oh yeah, betrayal. What did I say? What do I feel over here? That's the word. 3 of Swords is going to end in tears, quite literally, with that 3 of Swords. She's going to feel betrayed. This is her, really. She's going to feel betrayed. She's managed to save face and save the house, but there's big drama coming. There's big disaster coming, and it's going to end in tears. Tears and heartbreak and betrayal and possibly a marriage that is no more. It's just here in the energy. How's it going to go for Netflix? What are they going to get out of it? 4 of Cups. It's the first refusal card. The first look. They can have a look. It's Ted Sarandos there. He's showing up in this card. In my opinion, of course, allegedly, 4 of Cups is turning it down. Nah, don't want it. Not going to get what they want out of this situation. And as people are already commenting around and about on social media, because it is big news, or not big news, let's not kid ourselves, it's insignificant news on social media. People are saying there's no loyalty where the Parkles are involved, and someone else could have signed up the divorce deal already. We know she was flogging a divorce book around town, or her people were, as pointed out, I think it was by Vogue, or was it Vanity Fair? It's confusing. So many have written hit pieces on her in the last year or so. But there's no guarantee that they're going to get what they want, and they might just turn down whatever she does do. In her attempts to become super rich and independent, she's going to be a lush. She's going to be very self-indulgent, live out her fantasies, and they're going to say, actually, we don't want whatever it is that you're offering us. Strange energy. This side of things is very bad. The Harry and Meghan side of things, well, the Meghan side of things is shocking. The Netflix side, indulgent, give her what she wants, see where it goes, and then in the end, well, actually, we're just going to slide away from this whole thing. We're not getting what we want out of it. What is offered to us isn't that enticing. Just a general outcome for this deal. Where are we? We have another 9, and we have the 9 of Wands in reverse, and I'm actually looking at the 9 of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the tarot deck, just by the way. So we have all the 9s on the table, really. The 9 of Wands in reverse is give up. It's going to just cave in, crater, basically. She's not going to manage to keep this thing going at all. She's already damaged. She's already a laughing stock in Hollywood, I would say, and in the broader world. And they're allowing her to save face, hoping that something comes of it. But no, in the end, it's going to be all fall down. Can't sustain this, can't excuse it anymore, can't protect it from the criticism that is going to be aimed at it. And so it's going to collapse. And I should imagine collapse quite quickly with the 9 of Wands. I don't think that by the end of next year we're going to be talking about this Netflix deal anymore. I think it will be all over bar the shouting, and there might be quite a lot of shouting at the end of all of this. Just my opinion, or my opinion, of course. That's it for this reading. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.